Hello everyone, and welcome to Skill Up Overwatch Perfect Practice. In this video, I'll explain how to play Overwatch deliberately so that you can improve the particular skills you need to become a better player. Some people say that practice makes perfect, but this isn't actually true. Only perfect practice makes perfect. If you keep making the same mistakes in practice, then you're not going to perform any better. You need to be mindful while practicing and have specific goals in order to improve. One of the best things you can improve through deliberate practice is low-level or mechanical skills. These are short-term actions that you initially have to think about, but then become instinct over time. To start improving at competitive Overwatch, pick one or two skills you want to practice and focus almost entirely on them until they become second nature. For example, one low-level skill that's super important for Reinhardt is to be able to reactively bring up your shield to block certain attacks. In particular, if you're quick enough, you can reactively block a Roadhog hook, an enemy Earthshatter, or even an Ana Sleep Dart. In this clip, notice that I see the Roadhog start his hook animation and then immediately deploy my shield to block. I didn't used to have this reflex, but I developed it over the course of a few weeks by thinking to myself, watch out for hooks, at the beginning of each match. Similarly, in this clip, I instinctively hook D.Va as she uses her ult, saving my team. If I weren't able to reflexively aim my hook like this and drop the enemy off the edge, I would have been too slow to pull this off. So some things like this are really only possible after you've deliberately practiced it for a while. If you want to improve with a particular hero, set actionable, achievable, short-term goals for that hero. Here are some examples of mechanical goals I've used. For Reinhardt, drop my shield if I have no teammates behind me. I should use these situations to charge my shield, which requires me to be more aware of my team's positioning. As Zarya, don't waste any bubbles. I found myself instinctively spamming my barriers as soon as they came off cooldown, but most of the time there aren't even any enemies to shoot at the barrier. Once I started making sure to only use my bubbles when I knew they would be useful, I started getting way more charge and helping my team a lot more. As Lucio, don't boop enemies out of harm's way or back to their team. I tend to right-click enemies when they're in melee range, but I realized that I wasn't actually helping my team as much as I was helping the enemies. For instance, I've saved an enemy multiple times by knocking them out of the way of a charging Reinhardt. After I make this mistake, I say to myself that I shouldn't have done that, and over time, I've been doing this less. You can also set mechanical goals that aren't hero-specific. For instance, I've practiced not shooting at enemy Zarya's bubbles, and as a result, I feed her energy much less than I used to. You can extend this mindset beyond just mechanics, and use it to practice higher-level skills. For instance, you can focus on not trickling in alone to strengthen your awareness of your team's positioning. You can focus on keeping track of ults to avoid being countered, and you can even focus on using voice chat constructively to tell your team only what they need to know. These tips may sound pretty obvious, but I guarantee that they're a remarkably effective way to improve your skills in competitive Overwatch. After watching this video, write down a few goals you have for your heroes, and think about them at the beginning of each match. What hero-specific skills do you think players should focus on? Let us know in the comments below. Please consider liking this video if it's been helpful, and subscribe for more Overwatch and gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.